afternoon to all my participants. Today we are in a session number 9 and today's topic is rejoicing in God's steadfast love. So let's start. First is, will we find joy in God's love through suffering? God's love gives us hope at all times because we know He heard us, cared for us, He is with us and will be with us even we pass through the deepest waters. It's His love that both gives us strength and causes us to rejoice. When we're going through difficult circumstances, it makes such a difference to know that someone, especially God, cares. And engage part, here as you can see, when the scripture indicates that Christians should be able to rejoice in their suffering, according to Romans chapter 5, verse 3 to 5, because of the hope we have in God's steadfast love. According to Psalm chapter 31, verse 7. It can be difficult to accept. Some try to make the teaching more pleasant by offering a variant definition of joy. Others try to promise that the outcomes of how God redeems suffering will be so significant the pleasure will be greater than the pain. So in equip part here, even in the face of suffering, David cried to God, I will rejoice and be glad in your steadfast love, because you have seen my affliction. You know my troubles of my soul. So first question is, where have you tried to experience love? David can triumph and joy in God's unfailing love. According to Psalm chapter 37, verse 7, that is, in the love which he had already experienced, and in that which he still hoped to enjoy, you had abundant fruits of that love. You hope for still further fruits of it, and you can say that you would find your joy in that, and not in what idols could give. The second question is, what were your experiences of affliction? In times past and now, God has seen your affliction, according to Psalm chapter 37, verse 7. He felt assured that his prayer will be regarded, and that God will relieve and deliver him. For our third question, will you find joy amid your experiences of troubles? In the trouble of soul, from Psalm chapter 31, verse 7, that have come upon David, that is, God had seen and know all the feelings of his heart in the time of adversity, his sorrow and anxiety, his hope and trust, his uncomplaining spirit, his feeling of entire dependence on God, and his belief that he would their foes to save him. God had not turned away from him, but had showed that he regarded with interest all his feelings, his desires, and his hopes. It is much that in time of trouble to know that all our feelings are understood by God, that He sees all our sorrows, and that He will not be regardless of them. There are no state of mind more interesting than those which occur in adversities. There is no one who can fully understand the soul in adversities but God. There is no one but God who can entirely meet the needs of the soul in such seasons. Lastly, in our exchange part here, There are times where either approach can be accurate and helpful, but these two options by themselves seems incomplete. Let's offer a third possibility through a metaphor emphasizing the word in. There is a rainbow in every drop of water. When light passes through a water droplet, a full spectrum of colors are revealed. Through a water droplet, depending on the source of light, shape of the water, and location of the surface in which the rainbow appears, different variants of color show up. The full ROBGVIB spectrum is there, but the thickness of each color varies. Joy is not the only color that can express faith, light, and hardship. There is also courage, hope, honesty, authenticity, love, and etc. Too often in this suffering, joy discussion, we get hung up on one color and dream. So, as you can see that even though we have a lot of suffering, affliction in life, there is always a rainbow that tells us that everything will be okay again. And this booklet, you can get this copy. Just comment your Gmail account down below in my YouTube channel, and I will also send the evaluation form for the participation and your attendance today. So thank you and stay happy and safe.